So today we'll cover the topics below. First, we'll go do the overview of OpenAI announcements in 12 days. And then we'll do an OpenAI o1 Pro demo. After that, we'll talk about the Cursor IDE they released in agent mode recently. After that, we'll have some fun time playing a game called Rock, Paper, Scissors, you versus the machine. And then we'll also talk about the technologies behind the game. After that, we'll do a quick demo of a teachable machine from Google. So we have a lot of content to cover today. I will try to go through them quickly, and but if anyone has any questions, like we can always stop a little and go a little deep in that topic. So this December, a bunch of new products and services were announced by OpenAI, Google, Meta, Microsoft, and others. Out of all of them, OpenAI really stood out, rolled out some super exciting stuff over 12 straight days. Today, we'll take a quick look at everything they released during the time. And if you are curious about what the other companies have been up to, I would recommend you to check out the websites for more information. Also, I want to just read this disclaimer quickly. Research Triangle AI and I are not affiliated with OpenAI or any of the companies we'll be discussing today. We are simply sharing products and services that have caught our interest. So let's get started with the OpenAI announcements. So they did 12 announcements in 12 days. So I will cover all of them, but I will only cover some of them in detail. For each of them, I included a YouTube link, which is their official YouTube video, official video they did when they did the announcement. So if you want to know more about each of those, you can go to watch those YouTube videos later. By the way, this seminar will be recorded and they uploaded to YouTube. And also the slides will be made available in the YouTube video description. So if you want to see any of the pages and the YouTube videos, you can wait till maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow when we upload it. So the day one, they released the O1 model, and they announced a new plan called the ChatGPT Pro plan. So we are going to talk more about the O1 Pro model and the Pro plan later, so I'm not going to talk too much about this one. On day two, they announced a new fine-tune method called reinforcement fine-tuning, and also they announced a research program. Researchers can participate. So I did not really go watch this video and read the website, so I don't know too much about this one. The third one is about Sora. So some of you may have heard of Sora. Sora is a text to video generation. So they announced it in maybe March or April of this year, but they did not make it available to everyone to use. So in December, they made this Sora service available to everyone. But you will need to have a paid account to be able to use it. Like you will need to have a Plus account or a Pro account in order to use it. I have that account, so I'm able to use it. And I'm going to quickly show you what I created. So by the way, this website is the website that demos some of the videos and also talk about the technology. So if you want to know more about the technology, you can go to openai.com/Sora. If you just want to generate videos, you can go to Sora.com. Let's open Sora.com. So this is my account. I have Pro, ChatGPT Pro plan. So I'm able to use it to do things. So I used it to generate a few videos. So this is one of the video I generated. So pretty much you just like write text, and then it will be able to generate a video based on the text you put. And also it even has, let me see. So in the prompt, like you can even create a storyboard. I'm not a video maker, so I don't really know like what those are, but you can just write a text and it will be able to generate a video. And when you want to generate a video, you can select any of these options, like there are presets. By default, it's none, but you can select film, noir. You can change the dimension, you can change the resolution, you can change the length. The longest you can generate is 20 seconds. And also like you can generate 1 or 2 or like even 4 videos at the same time, so that you can select from 4 of them and see which one is best. Of course, like it will take more time if you generate more videos at one time. So I'm not going to demo because it will take a little time. And I just want to show you like I generated several videos. Like here is another one I generated. So I wrote this short article about a Turkey scientist, and I put the beginning scene here, and it did generate something, but it's not great. Like this turkey looks strange, right? So that's what you can do with Sora. Now let's go to day 4. Day 4, they announced a feature called Canvas. This feature is actually available much earlier, before December. So let's just look at this website. Give me a sec. The website. So this is the website talking about Canvas. Pretty much this Canvas feature is like when you use the ChatGPT to generate an image, or like to generate an article or write some code. It will allow you to refine, to fine tune that output, or like to change, to improve that output by like keep talking to the model, talking to ChatGPT. I can do a quick, I can show you some thing I did. So, for example, today I tried to use ChatGPT to generate an image to welcome 2025. So I noticed that in this video, in this image, there is something I want to change. So like this one, this on the right side is 2029. So I asked it to change. What you can do is like you can open it and you can use this select to select an area. And then from there, you can tell them what you want to do. So pretty much Canvas allows you to continue to improve an artifact that it generated. So this is for image, but if it's a code, a program, you can also tell it to fix bugs, or like you can tell it to improve the writings. There are more features. I'm not going to talk too much about it. On day 5, they announced the ChatGPT in Apple Intelligence. So Apple Intelligence is a new feature Apple announced in, I think this June or July, I forgot, but it's in the mid-year. Pretty much It's the Apple's new AI feature integrated into the products, like including iPhone, iPad, and Mac. But like this is not available on all devices. Like you have to have the newer models and you have to upgrade to the latest operating system. For example, for iPhone, you will need to have iPhone 15 Pro, or like you need to have Pro Max or like iPhone 16. And also you need to have the latest operating system. So I'm not going to demo that because I don't even have a newer model of iPhone. So on day six, they announced some interesting feature called advanced voice with video and the center mode. This feature is a little interesting. Let me see if I can demo it right now. So let me stop sharing here. I'm going to share from my, let me see. I will share from my phone. Let me see if I can share from, yeah, I can share from my phone, right? Screen. Okay. Start. Okay, yeah, you can see. And I have ChatGPT here. ChatGPT, let me, yeah, this is out. Okay, now I can use this button to come to here. And now I think I probably need to, let me go back. I think it has some problem because I'm using Zoom and I'm not able to use the camera for some reason. So pretty much on your iPhone ChatGPT app, you are able to use the camera and then you point to something and it will be able to see it and you can ask it to tell you what that is, like or like tell you how to use that product, something like that. But I think this is probably not ready for prime use. That's why they only said it's center mode. So that is the day 6. Now let me share my screen again. On day 7, they announced the projects in ChatGPT. So these projects, I have a test project here. To be honest, I'm not very excited about this project feature because right now it's very limited. But what you can do with the project is first, like you can upload some files that will be accessible to all the chats that belong to that project. For this project, you can have multiple conversations. Like for example, like you can have one conversation just focus on creating images for that project. You have another conversation that will focus on write code for that project. And then you can have custom instructions for that project. So those are the interesting features. So without this project feature previously, you are able to like customize ChatGPT for the whole account. But now for each project, you can have additional instructions. Those instructions can be like, hey, you tell it about the background of the project. You can tell it how, like what knowledge it should bring in when they try to answer questions. Like for example, you can tell it to only like write C code, like write C, not like Python, Java. Like those things you can tell in the instructions. But what I don't like is in the project feature, all the files you created are not in one central place. They're still scattered in all the conversations. For example, in this chat, I created a file and I cannot see it in the project. And if I want to download, I have to go to the go to this conversation and download. So that is the project feature. On day 8, they announced a feature called search. So they want to compete with Google head to head. So this is a very big product. This search has been available for several months as well. But now in December, they also released a new Chrome extension. When you install that extension and enable it, it will replace the default search engine in Chrome to use ChatGPT search. Let me just do a quick demo of that. Right now, I have that installed, but I have it disabled because right now I'm still more used to the Google search. So now let me enable that ChatGPT search. So this is ChatGPT. Version is 1.11 right now. So it's disabled. I just enable it. And let me do this search. So now if I just open a new tab and edit something here, previously it will go to Google and let Google to do the search for you, and you will see the results in the Google way. Now, because we enabled the ChatGPT, the search will go to ChatGPT. So when you enter, you see like it comes to the ChatGPT screen, and your search term is entered as the first question, first prompt, and then the ChatGPT will like go to like many websites and look for the information you are looking for, and it will summarize like the information they got from the other websites. So this is a different way of doing search. I think it's very good. The only thing I don't like is I do Google search very often. And now if I use this search, it creates a new conversation every time. And it will become a noise in my history of conversations, because like I sometimes want to go back to those important conversations from time to time, and like if I do this too much, they will be buried like in the very bottom. So that's what I don't like. So now let me just disable that for now. So if you want to use the search, but like do not want to install the extension, do not want to make it the default, you can always go to your ChatGPT and you start a new session, and you can just enable this one. And by the way, just keep in mind, you can only use 4.0 model when you want to search, like 01 and the 01 Mini and 01 Pro. They all seems 01 Mini supported, 01 and 01 Pro. I think 01 Mini, even 01 Mini does not support. When you do the search, it will still fall back to 4.0. See, I have selected the 01 Mini model, and I selected the search tool. And when I go there, it tells me it cannot do it. So you just have to use the 4.0 for search. So that is the day 8. On day 9, they announced like some holiday treats for developers. Pretty much what is in this one is like most of the functionalities they announced will be available through APIs. For example, the new OR model, and they have some real-time APIs like the reinforcement fine-tuning method. They are all available to developers. I did not read too much, so I don't know about the details. If you guys are interested, you can always go watch this video and go to the website. And on day 10, that is one of my favorite feature. Let me see if I can demo it. So this is like they registered a toll-free number called 1-800-ChatGPT, which is same as 1-800-842-8478. Now on day 11, the announcement is about work with apps. So this is about the desktop ChatGPT app running on Mac, and it's only supported on the newer M series, means like a MacBook Pro, MacBook that runs on M1, M2 processors, or like yeah, I think that's it, like a Mac Mini or like a Mac iMac, those which has a Apple CPU can run this. My laptop, for some reason, like I cannot log in. I believe it might be blocked because this is a company laptop, so I cannot really demo it. We can watch this video from chat from OpenAI itself. So let me know if you cannot see it. I'm going to play this video for, okay, no sound. I suppose right now it should be okay, right? Because I'm on the computer. So I'm going to play this video. This is the video from OpenAI when they announced the product. I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm going to just quickly show you what this one is about.
We've got a lot to show you today, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. So first things first, this right here is the fully native ChatGPT desktop app for Mac. It does all the things that we've come to expect from our clients. But what I really love about it is that being native, it's really lightweight, doesn't use a lot of resources. It lives in its own window, and I'm able to use it without having to context switch away from what I'm already doing, right? So we've got this keyboard shortcut, Option Space, that makes it really fast to show and hide ChatGPT. So it's always there when you need it. This button right here is our entry point for working with apps on your computer. And the way that I like to think about this feature is that we all copy and paste things into ChatGPT, right? All the time. This feature makes that way smoother by when we are working with an app on your computer, we'll automatically pull that context in for you. So you just focus on asking your question and we'll handle the rest. So you might notice that I've also got this Warp console window open as well. It's currently navigated to a repository that I'm getting up to speed on. And it might seem kind of silly, but I want to figure out how many commits per day are happening in this repo. We talk about velocity a lot here, so I want to see that for myself. I have no idea how to do that, though. So I'm going to use ChatGPT. So when I click on this button, I'm going to see all of the apps that are currently running on my computer that ChatGPT can work with. Important note, until you select one of these, we will never look at the contents of another app. So you are always fully in control over what you're sharing with ChatGPT. So to get started, I'm going to click on Warp. And at this time, huge shout out to the Warp team for all of their help in getting this going. When we first announced working with apps, we did not have support for Warp. And it was, I think, literally the first request. Write a command to get the number of commits per day over the past 2 months. And now I don't need to tell ChatGPT that I use Git because it can tell from Warp that I do. And it's just going to give me the command that I need. So I'll push this button to copy and paste it into Warp. And I think this looks right.
Yeah, it looks like the right information, but it's also kind of hard.
I'm just going to, in this case,
a little bit about what the model is actually.
Not just what you see. You are.
Yeah.
Perfect. But I'd say it's.
Yeah, so what they did here, they just demoed you can use this ChatGPT desktop app, and there is this button that you can use to see a few apps, like for example, Xcode, if you develop an iPhone app, or like it also support, I believe, support some other IDEs. VS Code is probably one of them, and then it will be able to see your code in the IDE and then like tell you what to do, etc. Right? It still does not directly modify your file system, like you will still have to copy paste, I think. So I'm not going to like show the whole video because it would be too long. So let's talk about the choice. O3 model is the next generation of the O series model. So first they have O1 and the O1 Pro, and the next version is O3 because they had to skip O2 because of some, I guess, some branding issue or some other issue. So O3 is the next version, and it's supposed to be much better than O1. But it's also much more expensive to use. So right now it's in the preview stage, and they like give they allow researchers to request early access. Like I included the link here. This early access, like you can request by, let me open that, and you can request access before, they have a date here, before January 10th. So if you are a researcher and you are interested, you can contact them, and you go to this website and contact them. I put my information there. Like I guess I may not get it, but yeah, doesn't hurt to try. So next we are going to talk about the ChatGPT O1 Pro. I may cut the demo short a little bit because like we are already 30 minutes in. So first, let me just show you the pricing. So that is the most interesting part. So many people probably already tried the Plus plan, which is $20 a month, and the next level is Pro plan, which is $200 a month. So I bought the plan just to give it a try, like for 1 month. So in the Pro plan, you will be able to use the O1 Mini and the O1 Pro, unlimited access to O1, and also access to O1 Pro. I don't know whether there is a limit for that, but so far I have not hit that limit. And the O1 Pro mode is supposed to offer enhanced accuracy, complex reasoning abilities, and improved reliability compared to previous models. And also how O1 Pro works, they have an interesting way. Let me just show you here. So to highlight the main strengths of O1 Pro mode, improved reliability, we use a strict evaluation setting. A model is only considered to solve a question if it gets the answer right in 4 out of 4 attempts. So I believe how that works is when they train the model and then like they evaluate whether that model can solve some problem, they will ask the model to answer that question for 4 times, and every time it has to be correct. Otherwise, it's considered not solved, and that improved the accuracy. And this is just some diagram to show, like between O1 preview that is available for several months and O1, it has like in this one, it has improved from 50% to 78%. And then from O1 to O1 Pro, it grow from 78 to 86. That is actually pretty nice. And for this one, there is no big difference between O1 and O1 Pro. And this one is slightly better. So yes, O1 Pro is supposed to be better in the like harder problems. So I created this prompt to compare O4O, O1, and O1 Pro. I can show you the result. And by the way, while I'm demoing this prompt, if you guys want to ask O1 Pro any questions, you can put in the chat, and I will try to enter a few of those questions and see how O1 Pro works. So my prompt is ask the ChatGPT to answer like Elon Musk, use all the knowledge of Elon Musk and every available information about how Elon Musk thinks. And my challenge is to develop a product that uses AI technologies that will be used by millions of people with very small upfront investment. And ask it to give me a 500 to 1,000 word answer. Now let's see how those goes. So this one is 4.0. 4.0. It did like also give a very long, like very detailed plan. And for 0.1, this is 0.1. And let me open 0.1 Pro. I want to compare the 4.0 and the 0.1 Pro because actually it's hard for me to know how better, like how worse each one is. So the right side is 0.1 Pro. Each one put so this one, the 0.1 Pro put a disclaimer, and this one did not. And this like talks about three things: identify core problem and solve its first principles thinking. I think this first principles thinking is a famous quote from Elon Musk, or maybe I remembered it wrong, but I think probably like it's probably from Musk. So the second one here, build a lean, scalable MVP, leveraging existing infrastructure. So this is in order to meet the condition of with a minimum, with very small upfront investment. So you want to leverage in existing infrastructure. And in order to be used by millions of people, so the third idea is to engineer viral growth and a strategic partnership from day one. So in order to get to 1 million people, you need to have a very fast growth. So yeah, so that's the 0.1 Pro answer. I guess this problem may not need like 0.1 Pro, like so. But I got this from website. Someone else suggested it. I do have other problems I tried, but seems like no one has any question right now. I can ask a question myself. Let me see. I probably have a question somewhere. Yeah, let me select 0.1 Pro. I asked this question earlier, but I can just show you how the 0.1 Pro. I just want to show the slowness. Actually, that is what I want to show you. Create a technical manual on how to achieve a singularity with meticulous detail and low-level explanations. So you will notice the slowness because it will try to use more compute to answer your questions. I don't know, like it probably does not do the 4 times, like to then get to an answer. It might just be like it takes a little more time because the model is bigger, or like, I'm not sure, but you can guess what it is. So the slowness is the most interesting part that you will know when it's using the O1 Pro model, because otherwise it will be faster. The other models are all much faster. And if you throw it a easier problem, it might not do better than the other models. Yeah, actually, when it is thinking, you can see what it's thinking about, like by clicking these details. These details sometimes does not have this available, but for this one, it does tell you what it's thinking about. So this is the answer. It has a lot of information, interesting information. That concludes the O1 Pro demo, and then now let's talk about this Cursor IDE and the new agent mode. And also after the agent mode is released, they released another small feature called YOLO mode. If you have not heard of Cursor, Cursor is an IDE built for programming with AI. This is the website, and I did a seminar earlier in last month to use Cursor to develop some feature for a product. So if you want to know more about Cursor, like you can watch this video. And for agent mode, unfortunately, I cannot demo today because on my computer, I cannot access it anymore because I think it might be because I'm blocked, like the company blocked some protocols. But I can show you how to get to it. If you are familiar with Cursor already, and you know how to open the Composer. So agent mode is part of Composer. And when you open Composer, you will come to the bottom, below the prompt, you will see previously this is not there. Previously there is no normal or agent. And now this is available when they release the agent mode. Normal mode is the old way, and agent mode is the new way. When agent mode is enabled, what it does is it will be able to run commands here. It will, for example, you can tell it to create a directory or like to start the server from here. You don't need to open your own console. You can just tell it to start the server. And like for every command and for every code change, you will still need to approve it, like to run the command, you will need to approve. To apply the code change, you will need to accept. And then like recently they released the YOLO mode. YOLO mode is just a sub feature of agent. Which can be enabled here. If you go to Cursor settings and go to features, and there is a enable YOLO mode. YOLO mode is it allows agent composer to run. Let me see if I can make this bigger. YOLO mode allows the agent to run tools without asking for confirmation. So with that, you will be able to, like, it will be able to run many commands and without waiting for you approval. So that will make the development slightly faster. So that's what I want to tell you today about the agent mode. I also linked a YouTube video here, which you can watch later. Let me just open that one. This is a
used agent.
A half an hour, a 32 minutes video, which is very good. It covered the agent mode very well. It showed like to use agent mode to create some new functionality So I think it's worth to watch if you want to know more. Now let's get to the fun part of today's seminar. So let's play a game. The rock, paper, scissors, you versus the machine. This game can be played from a browser, like anyone can play from anywhere. Like you can just open this link. Let me just open it. So this is the URL. You guys, I can copy the link in the chat, and if anyone like want to give it a try when you are watching. So after you come here, it should ask for permission to access your camera, but it's because I already opened it and approved for the access. I don't have to approve it. So if I open in a private window, it will ask for it. So now, if I want to start, I just click the start button, and it will ask for permission, and you can allow while visiting the site, allow this time or never. So we are just allow. And this is the webcam, and we can play this against the machine. So how we can play, just like how you play with a human, right? So it already caught my beast, and it recognized that as a rock. And let me try again. In order to continue, you have to just click continue. So this time it recognized that I throw a scissors, and also it did even tell you what is the probabilities. It's 89%. I set a threshold to be 75%. So if it's below 75%, it will not recognize. And now we played 2 games, and we already lost both of them. I think we need to play some, have to use some strategy here. So I will just play a few, and then I will ask you guys to help me. So after this round, I will ask you guys to tell me what to play. So maybe you guys can figure out a strategy. All right, let me just try one more time. Let me see if I can change the trend. So I played this, and he got this. If I believe when he wins, he will think I will change, and then he will play. So if I change, I will either play this or I will play this, and he will probably always play this one. So he will always play this one, I think. And then if he plays this one, I can probably still do this. Scissors. Let me try it. Let me give it a try. Oh, no, sorry. It did not. It is just like it recognized my movement, not not when I stop. So that is an issue. I think it worked better earlier, but for some reason now it's yeah, interesting. I thought it will play either this or this next time. Okay, anyway, so I played 3 games and I lost. Now I want to start a round, and I want you guys tell me what to play. Okay, so you can either unmute or you can put it in the chat. So I will reload the page, and once I start, you can just tell me what to throw, and I will. Does anyone want to play? No? So first, I think I should not slow rock. Let me start with paper. Okay, so that's good. Now he will, I think he will rock. I'm not sure what he will do. No. The strategy I wrote for the computer, it's actually a fixed strategy. It's not using AI. Okay, so that's fine. I don't know what to do, so I will just do rock next. Okay, yeah, interesting. I think he's going to, I think next thing he's going to do the scissors. So I'm going to still do the rock. Let's see. Continue. Oh, I think I got it wrong. But anyway, yeah, this is how the game works. You throw rock, paper, scissors, and we will have a model to recognize what you throw. And then we have a computer player that will follow some strategy. Like they will not pick what we throw, so you can be sure with that. And you can figure out what the strategy is and try to beat it. Like you don't have to do it right now, like you can do later. So that is the game. And now we are going to talk about the technologies behind this. Okay. So first, all the source code is available on GitHub. I put the link here. If you are interested, you can always go take a look. The interesting technologies we used here, the most important one is called YOLO. YOLO is the abbreviation of You Only Look Once. You Only Look Once. It's a real-time object detection and image segmentation model. And this is a website. It's an open source product. Everyone can use. This is its website. And there is so what I did is I used the YOLO model that is already trained to recognize rock, paper, and scissors. But if you want to train your own model, that here is the web page that teaches you how to train a custom model based on YOLO. And the link below is the model I used. And the YOLO model, like in order to run the YOLO model inside the browser, you need to have an inference engine. What I used is an engine called ONNX runtime web. This ONNX is Open Neural Network Exchange. It's a open standard for computer vision and machine learning models. So this is a framework that allow you to use some model and then to infer. And then, like in order to run the model in the web, you will need to use the verb version of this framework. And then, like that tool, this ONNX is compiled to WebAssembly. That is loaded into the browser. I think it's probably more complex than what I just explained, but you just need to know from high level, we have YOLO model, and then we have a custom YOLO model that is trained to recognize rock, paper, scissors. And then that model is originally in the YOLO format, and then it is converted to ONNX format. And then we load it into the web by using a WebAssembly version of this framework. and then like using the converted model. And the other interesting technology is like we have to use the webcam, but how do you capture images from the webcam? You will need to do a few things. First, like the webcam is linked to a video, HTML video element. So this code, these two lines of code will get the access for the webcam and then point the video element to that stream. That and then like this video is what you see on. Let me open this again. So this is the video element. Like when you see this, it's a HTML video element. So when you approve it, the browser will allow the video element to access your camera. And then like in the video element, you will need to be able to capture still images. How you do that, you use a canvas, HTML canvas element. Like here, you can just like use JavaScript to create that canvas element on the fly, and then you get the image from the video element. After that, so what I did is probably for every like every 0.2 or every 0.1 second, I capture image, and then I compare the image with the previous one to like when the movement stopped, then I use that image to feed that image into the Euro model to detect whether you throw rock, paper, or scissors. So that is how this thing works. So you have the source code available if you want to know more. I would recommend you check it out and use Cursor or use another tool like GitHub or Copilot to understand how it's working. I think it's an interesting project. And also like it used the React and it used the Vite to as the build tool. So that is the rock, paper, scissors game. And the last thing we want to talk about today is the teachable machine from Google. So why do I want to talk about this one? Because teachable machine offers an interesting functionality that can help us to develop something similar to the rock, paper, scissors game we demoed today. So teachable machine allow us to create a model easily, very easy, to recognize images. So we are going to do a quick demo today. By the way, this teachable machine I learned from a seminar hosted by Professor Shen Jiaosou from the NC State University. His son demoed to use a teachable machine to train on images and to train on using webcam. So we are going to pretty much use it to do the same thing today. So we are going to train a model that can recognize rock, paper, and scissors. And that model will be in TensorFlow or Keras format. And that model will be you can use it from web by using TensorFlow.js. So that is another JavaScript, another technology that can be used from the browser. So now let's go to teachable machine. So this page, like inside the teachable machine, I directly come to this page. This page allows you to train images. You can do it in two ways. One way is to use webcam. The other way is you can upload the images you have already. For example, like you are working on your other projects and you have a lot of pictures already, and you just need to upload and give them a categorization, a class. So we are going to create a 3D class today. Let me just rock. So we are going to create a 3D class today. Let me just rock. 3D. 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 paper and they add a new one. Scissors. Okay, so and we are going to first use webcam to get rock. So first you have to hold to, oh, no, that's not good. So you just like use webcam to capture more images and later, okay. Okay, yeah, we got like 90 images already. That's good. Now let's do paper. Okay, 90 images. And the scissors. We got 88 images of scissors. Now we got 3 classes and 3 set of images. You just need to click train model. This 50 is iterations, like it will train on those images for 50 iterations. And now it has a model and you can see how it works. It's not very good because when I have not done anything, it recognizes the paper. But anyway, let me see. It can recognize rock, scissors, paper. But if I don't even have anything, it still recognizes paper. That is not very good. So rocker. Yeah, because I need to when I record, I need to move my hand a little more so that it can get all the different kind of images. But I guess you get the idea. And so you have the model and you are able to export it. You can export in different format. You release TensorFlow, and this one you can do Keras, and you can do TensorFlow Lite. TensorFlow Lite is probably give you a smaller model. And when you do TensorFlow.js, it even shows you some JavaScript that how you can load your model in JavaScript that will run from the browser. That is very good. So this is the teachable machine. Pretty much that's all we want to demo today. So before we start our Q&A, I just want to let you guys know our next seminar will be on January 12th, Sunday. So that is 2 weeks from now. The time will most likely be 8:30 again. The topic will be mastering Llama from architecture to visual intelligence, a multimodal superpower journey. So we are going to talk about using Llama to train on images. And probably will also cover the architecture and a lot of other things. So it will be a very exciting seminar. I hope you guys will be able to join. So now let's go to